Do you need to ask to walk through your view of the 4th and goal at the end of the half and kind of what you saw and how that came to be?
Going into that, we know that, they're on the goal line. We know that, we got to get a stop here or else they're going to get a touchdown. And, we don't want them to get that momentum going into the half. One thing our coaches always preaches is double dipping, and we know that's probably one of their game plans in that moment. So doing everything we can to get them off the field and, doing our 1-11th was kind of everything that was going through my mind,
I mean, what did you see to make that TFL?
What I saw open space. I saw tight end flashing back and just, reacting off the ball, knowing that, a split second matters. So it was definitely something that, I'm thankful for my coaches putting us in a great call to be able to execute like that. Thankful for my teammates being able to hold their gaps and do their 1-11th. And, at the end of the day, I may be the one that made the tackle, but if it wasn't for everyone else, it's not going to be there.
You guys are without Rosie. You guys are rolling so many middle backers out there right now. Just what's it like in that room to have so many guys with so much confidence?
It's amazing. We have so much versatility, so much experience between us. We're a lot of our guys, second, third year guys, and even freshmen. You saw Grant Beamer coming out there,
sure,
being able to make an impact. It really shows us that we're a committed group. We learn off each other, and we want to execute to the highest levels, and that comes straight from our position coach, Coach Archie, and the things that he instills in us, and just doing our jobs the best we can.
If you could zoom out for the non-conference is over, what do you feel like you've shown defensively, collectively, about yourselves through 3 games?
I think for us, we always just want to play within ourselves. I want to play, with the brother next to us, and knowing that, if we have each other, that's all we need. And I think that, that brotherhood, that camaraderie, the coaching that we get from our coaches is something that, we really take to heart, and we know that, through thick and thin, that we're going to be there for each other, and that we're going to have each other's backs. That's defense and also including offense too.
Luke, talk about it. Right? Offense was frustrated at halftime. How did you feel about the defense after 2 quarters?
Defense, we're firemen. We put the fire out whenever we can. We help the offense whenever we can. We help them, they help us in many situations. And for us, it's just going out there and executing one play at a time. We try not to, look at, what other people are doing, their jobs and all that. We just stick to what we got to do, and we do it to the best of our ability.
Where are the consistencies in your room that work right now? You're not like Malachi.
Mm-hmm.
Malachi's not like you. You're not Luke. Is there consistencies in your room that you feel like everybody kind of does right now?
Yeah, I think everyone can do their job to the best of their ability. That's up to the coaches to see how they want to mix and match and everything. But, if we're called up to the plate, we're going to go out and execute to the best of our ability. And I think just having so many guys within the room that can be able to do that really speaks to the coaching that we've been getting, ever since spring ball through OTAs and all that. So
JoJo's a guy that, at least through our eyes, has had a pretty good start to the season. What have you seen from JoJo? The guy bounced around a little bit coming in here, but what have you seen from that inside linebacker spot with him?
Yeah, he's super versatile. He played outside linebacker last year, came back, was playing inside linebacker. But, with the things that we can do in our defense, it allows us to be so malleable in the type of personnel that we can be able to cover with the same guys on the field. And, it just speaks to his commitment to just learning everything, his commitment to being able to take coaching in different spots and aspects. And, he's gonna be a great player here.
Anything else for
Coach Mueller said he was pretty fired up at halftime. What was your vantage point of his demeanor, I guess, at half?
He said his hand hurt. That's the biggest thing. But he's one thing about Coach B. He's gonna always try to get us back on the straight and narrow. Try to get us focused on the task at hand, and call us out when he thinks that we can do better. He tries to squeeze every much out of us. And the way that he does it is a way that we respond to well. So for how you want a coach that can be able to push you like that. Knowing that you can play much better than what you're showing right now, and it really speaks to his forward thinking. Knowing that we have a tough schedule going on ahead, and that we need to play better every game. So,
what's allowed this team to maybe make halftime adjustments and be better?
Can you say that again?
What's it about this team that you've been able to make halftime adjustments and be better in those finals?
Yeah, as I've been saying, our coaching, they come in, they dissect what's been going on, and they do the best job they can to, kind of adapt to what we need to do to go out there and get a W. For us, it's just being malleable, being able to take coaching, being able to switch on a dime depending on if there's things that they want us to change. But at the end of the day, they expect us to go out and do the job, and they put us in the best position to do that.
You had a pretty significant amount of snaps, a significant amount of production this game. Also, same game, your guy Larry Geese is the honorary captain. I guess any special meaning to have that today?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty special. You know, just seeing how much he was able to impact us. You know, with financially, but again, for us, it's always giving it back. You know, I feel like having a win like this is our way of showing our gratitude and showing our affirming the things that he sees in us. You know, he did this because he thinks we're special, and it's our job to continue out every day to continue to show him that.
Illini talked about the business decision that linebackers have to make if they're going to tackle Caden Fagan.
Oh yeah.
I imagine scrimmages, you've seen that come downhill before. How would you describe that feeling?
It's a freight train, man. Like, you gotta really, you gotta run to the roar when it comes to him, because I mean he's just so big. He can put that shoulder down, but he's also got a lot of speed to outrun you too. And he's a guy that of course he got injured last year, but he's coming back and he's producing, and he's really helping us in ways that are really benefiting us. So we're really appreciative of that.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate y'all.